Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part of the Guild Wars Factions playthrough. It's nice to be back home recording a nice video for some Guild Wars life. Got our nice Ellie here. We're gonna now track down our next level of education and get that sweet golden experience for ourselves before we settle down for our final choice of what our major is going to be. Well, I mean, of our minor is going to be. We already have a Ritualist major, but we're trying to figure out mine. See, so not everybody is in this area, but there is about 2 of them in this area. Looks like there's Kai Ying, Su, Wenga, yeah, and Panaku. No, Panaku's in a different area. So yeah, 3 people. Let's start with Kai Ying first. We're keeping our current band of henchies, but I think they're just fine. The ladies are doing their work. We're not having struggle with surviving, so I don't have a problem with keeping a nice DPS, melee DPS henchman in the party, so we can kill things even faster than ever before. So this one is the Elementalist Trainer, if I remember correctly, that we had talked about in either last episode or the episode before that. I forget which one. Says Kai Ying, you made it! I have heard that you're quite the ether prodigy. I'm Kai Ying. I heard you might be coming from my old games, and I am lightning touched that you wish to train with me. When I heard the good news, I felt a searing heat inside. You're going to learn so much. I do love the puns of using Guild Wars 1 skill names for these guys. I really do enjoy it. I'm very much into puns. Well, for my old games, I think you are ready for the Dueling Grounds, where you will learn the fine art of dueling. It is an age-old tradition that dates back, farther than most of us care to recall. You know how it is. It always starts with an air specialist going on and on about how great lightning orb is. It is enough to make me overcast. Specialists all think their chosen element is the best, but it is not. Not skills that keep you, not dead. A real elementalist duel will show me the way. It should teach me elemental skills. Firestorm and stone daggers. Those are actually pretty nice in their own right. Are these all our enemies? Yeah, looks like it. Let's cast Firestorm on that big center of that group there. Just start popping off. Some stone daggers. We'll activate our rift to finish him off. Looks like he's dead already, so a bit too little too late on that attack. Unleash the stone daggers. There we go. Perfect, we did it. Well, you survived, and I see that as more than I can say for your fellow students. I will have to get one of the monks down here to clean up this mess. Quite brutal training, Guild Wars 1. Yes, you die, and then we forcibly bring you back to life. Kai Ying, you performed well in the duel. I might go so far as to say you left your opponent's obsidian flamed at their loss. They were shooting stone daggers from their eyes, did you notice? Master Telko wished to meet you in Linnock Courtyard. It is a long way back to the monastery, but you should be able to travel there easily enough using your map. Take care, friend. Well, we'll be talking to Master Togo eventually, but first up is going to be talking to everybody else. I believe the next up in the order was Wenga over here. Which one? This one's the... this is the next warrior dude. So this is going to be our secondary warrior trainer. Let's see where he is. Over there. Looks like. So what's his name again? Wenga. I don't really think we can count this guy after this, so don't bother remembering his name, unless you really want to. Talon Silverwing sent you. That Tengu is not half the warrior I am. But then, no Tengu is. Why the general keeps him around is beyond me. If I had my way, I would have cut him to pieces years ago. You could forget everything the Tengu taught you. Your real training will begin here with me. What an ass. It says, thieves have been stealing long beans from the fields nearby. I cannot abide thievery or those who practice it. There's no honor in that profession. None at all. Go to the bean fields and see if you can catch those crop thieves at the game. I will take care of it. Sure, teach me some of those warrior skills. So Mighty Blow and Frenzy, as well as I assume a starter hammer. You know, so let's make use of the starter hammer just for the fun of it. Let's go! I got a hammer and I'm not afraid to use it. Come here, thieves. There they are. I think the resemblance is perhaps supposed to be a particular meaning. Get him! Hammer down! Okay, we got him. The way that he throws the hammer definitely shows that he's not ready to wield melee weapons. Admittedly, maybe he's just too old, his joints are hurting him. That's probably what it is. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. By swapping off the warrior, I actually don't have access to those other warrior abilities I gained previously. That's interesting to know. Well done. The crops are safe, and you have proven to me that you have what it takes to truly excel as a warrior. Got another monastery credit. Now I have 3 of them. Definitely worth our time so far. Your defeat of the crop thieves has proven your courage and honor. It is time now for you to take the next step of your journey. Master Toga wished to meet with you in Linnock Courtyard, just off the monastery proper. Use your map to travel there quickly. We had the same quest repeated. I like it. I like it. So we'll be getting a nice amount of money out of this. Sue's next, and she's this way. She's the one who we talked to actually just outside that cave that was infested with Naga. So I wonder if that's what we're going to be doing. Let's do a Naga. You know, I was kind of thinking about it, is that if you think about it, Nagas are kind of like U1T, except, but I forget which one it is, but this the U1T version where their legs are snake-like. And then, you know, it's basically kind of what they are. If you think about it. Hey, look, there's a Tigger. Oh, nope. We're under attack. We'll frenzy my staff attacks. Let's go. Apparently my staff is doing only 1 point of damage to these guys. So I didn't lose any communing stats. Apparently this frenzy doesn't reduce it doesn't reduce the damage I do, so that's kind of interesting. Stop trying to give me hints, game. I've been around for a long ass time. Just because I spam buttons doesn't mean I think they're going to be effective. Where's that hint button that I can tell this just screw off? Let's see. Hints, turn that off. We don't need hints here. Alright, frenzy. Go! I'm definitely getting some value out of my spamming of my staff with this frenzy ability. I'm actually learning how to throw my staff properly. Here we go. And there is Sue. And probably some people are going to come along with us. I suppose my brother sent you. Oh joy. Just what I need, another novice to waste my time. Well, perhaps I can find a use for you if I put my mind to it. Accept this request. So, you passed my brother's test. Well, perhaps you can be of some use to me then. I need to clear this cave of Naga. They are little more than pests to someone with my powers, but for you, perhaps they'll provide a challenge. In fact, this will be a good test of your abilities. Take a moment to review the skills I'm about to give you. Then, speak with me again once you're ready to test your skills. So I'm getting Soul Feast to heal myself, And Barb's Signet to inflict bleeding. That's a pretty nice one. Oh, good. Just what this monastery needs. More necromancer novices. As if I have time for the students I already have. Do you not know what a powerful necromancer has more important things to do? So to reaping the Naga. Looks like we get some assistance from other students. But we outlevel all of them. Which means we're the best of these students. Okay. That's a lot of Nagas. I'm gonna apply some Barb Signet to apply some bleeding to that Sybil. I'm gonna apply Union here just to do it. I need some help. There we go. I really appreciate having Vengeful Weapon on top of having a healer help me stay alive. So let's see, what does it do? Just escorts you through the cave and destroy any Naga we find. That's basically what the whole quest is. So we'll keep that in mind. That was some real damage right there. Must have been a spirit thing I noticed. Arc lightning. Looks like there must be Ellie. Put a Vengeful Weapon there to heal myself from that attack. At least a little bit. Spawning power for a little bit more effect there. It's just one guy here, so the rest of them are going to be getting involved. It's a good thing I didn't explore here, because we did, after all, come back here and are now exploring. So I didn't need to do the first time. What is that? It's like a giant bell in the middle of water. Very interesting. Oh, she's going to die if we're not careful. I guess maybe not. Maybe her claim that she can very easily handle this without us is true. She does not love them, but not by crazy though. Well. Looks like Union died after taking too much damage, but we're making nice progress. Looks like that Sybil's almost dead. Perfect. Now it's just the witch. Apparently, I'm not getting any experience from killing these guys. So maybe I'm just over-leveled now. It is a possibility. Identify that. Need to make sure our spirits are in a position where they can actually get involved in the fighting effectively. So let's do that now. Let's spawn a Union just to keep her happy. One more Spirit Rift to finish them off. There we go. Now we're getting some experience again. I guess those guys were lower level than the rest of them. Or else I don't see why we didn't get any experience. That's bright. You can see the village from here. Maybe if someone's from here, they could be like, my house is there. So that one looks like a higher level enemy here. So I'm going to spawn my pain like right next to it in the hopes that my enemy... The rest of them, I was kind of hoping to aggro the rest of them at the same time so that way my pain can get involved in this fight. But it is not to be... Rift, finished off. Looks like we've cleared all the Naga, but I guess there's still more to kill, or maybe we just have to wait till Sue gets to the other side. Yep, we gotta wait for her to get to a certain point. I see the Naga were not much of a challenge for you after all. So you have learned everything I have time to teach you. It is as much my brother, and as much as my brother is willing. Master Toga wishes to meet with you in Linnock Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. Use your map to travel there quickly. Good fortune for my old games. I'm on my way eventually. We're not quite going there, quite, as fast as maybe he might want. Yeah, we're gonna walk all the way up to Kenya province. I'm just kind of backtracking over here just to see if there's anything I missed. Besides, of course, I guess there's some bones, but not really what I was looking for. So we'll just keep on going through. Hopefully everyone's day is going well. I haven't made too much progress in the Savage setting this last week. I've been on vacation. Yesterday was the first day I gave back, and I had other things I need to get done, but I'm hopeful to get everything ready and organized. So, what I ended up doing was basically try to get every class at a reasonable level. I ended up changing up my stratagem. And instead of filling out every class immediately before we move on to the next one, I basically am getting the outline of every class done. At least the ones I haven't done yet. For example, like Ritualist, Mesmer, and Monk. The Monk, I think, is actually essentially done. I just need to do a little bit more review. But once I get to that point, and then once everything has like their basic core edge and like all the skills from the basic rulebook, I plan on then taking that and then diving deep into the class, seeing what they're still missing, and then going from there. I was working on Necromancer for a while, but part of me is kind of like now of the mind that it might just be better to do Mesmer last, because Mesmer I think is going to be the most work. And once I have Mesmer done, that'll be all the class. Once I have all those classes done, I've got them all done, and after the classes will come weapons and armor balancing. I think I'm going to keep the weapons and armor basically the way they are in Savage Pathfinder. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what that is like, basically the armor level for light is 2, then 3 for medium, 4 for heavy. And basically what I'm hoping to do by doing that is I'm hoping to you could use a leading application. What I'm hoping to do from that is and the way basically people can upgrade their armor, so that way like maybe base 2, however they could choose to upgrade it up to a max of +4, making it equivalent of 60 armors like light armor in Guild Wars 1. The light, so basically 6, just 10%, like 10% of that will be that, and it'll be 7 and 8 respectively to try and match what the try to match. Won't mean that there's more armor overall for Pip characters, because usually the average for toughness is, especially for a caster, is about 7. That will increase the average up to 10 to 11 for a caster. So, but there's plenty of ways to try, and there's mods, for example, which will allow casters to do armor piercing to try and punch that armor. And there also is ways for warriors to punch through armor, and the only one who's really might struggle is these melee boys, but besides warrior. Though I think if they take the right weapon mods, I think they'll be just fine. But I think this is probably the best way to simulate how armor progresses. It gives a little bit more progression in that respect as well. Weapons will be the same originally, and then what I was gonna say is that I'm slightly modifying the weapons from like core rules. The core rules, like a hand axe is like a D6 and a great axe like a D10. Right now, I'm mimicking the weapons to be a little bit more similar to how they would be in Guild Wars 1. For example, Scythe is the one that's a D12, because of the fact that it has the largest range from 1 to the maximum of 12, which in this one game is like 40 something. I think it's like 42 or something, 46, somewhere in that range. It's been a while. I don't quite remember what it is for Scythes, but that's basically the idea. Hammer is the second highest, but has a little bit more constraints. So I'm planning on making like a D10 +1 or something similar to that, or just leave it at a D10, and it'll be the only weapon that has built-in armor piercing of +2 of AP of 2, and that'll kind of be what helps it to do more damage. What's over there? And then after that, sword has a similar damage threshold as axe, but doesn't go quite as high, but neither does go too low. So right now it's a D8 plus 1, I think it is. Which basically means to kind of match the fact that the axe is probably going to be a D10. Oh no, sword is a D6 plus 1, while axe is a D8. That's what it is. That focus isn't too bad, but... wonder, is there any effects if I kneel? And this one. The Voice of Grenth. Whenever you hit with an attack, you steal 3 health from that foe. That's pretty good, honestly. So basically what this does is that allows you to... Ritualist of Grenth. Perfect. +1 to all my attributes for 150 gold. Basically this will make us even more effective at killing stuff. Looks like there's a lot of enemies about, so we have to be a bit more careful. Let's see which one's the closest to us. Looks like the closest one to us is Losha. So we'll go to him first. Now, weapons will on average, for example, let's say you have an axe. Your average axe damage will be about maximum of 16, like not counting aces. If nothing aced, it'd be 14 maximum, technically. Which would mean that if you don't have any armor piercing values, or you just have just a basic axe, then you would only have a very small chance of hitting a fully completed, fully maxed out range. It looks like we got flanked. That was a bad spot to put pain. Really, the swamp came right to us. No, the healer! Actually, she's okay. And I've also imported my weapon master skill, the weapon skills to classes. That one was very easy. It also made me decide that in terms of prepared skills and powers and stuff, that I would go for is that weapon skills count for essentially half. So basically, you have to have 2 weapon skills equipped to count as 1 prepared power. So that way, I felt like the weapon skills themselves, I feel like they were designed to be weapon modifiers, like similar to what casters have in Savage Worlds. So which use PowerPoint to kind of make it stronger. So I was kind of following that idea. So I'm like, it feels kind of strange how, weapon skills, which are essentially just modifiers that all casters have, are restricted in such a way. So at least for now, I've increased it. I might change it up a bit and just make it so you can pick out whatever you want and just, really depends. This big group of Crimson Skulls getting nice and beat up. Bastards, enjoy my Ritualist of Grenth abilities. That healer took a lot of damage there. It's a good thing she hasn't died yet, though I still have my Resurrection Signet, but I can only use that once until I counter the boss. Losha, he's a mesmer boy. I can just tell based on his getup. I hope Mei Ling has not poisoned your mind with her blind devotion to Headmaster Ka. That doddering fool should have been replaced long ago. Alright, I'll continue your training from here. I'm pretty sure Losha is a henchman at one point. Friend, I must confide in you. I purchased a gift for Mei Ling, a magnificent ornate box imbued with her favorite music. But some of those Crimson Skull thugs ambushed me on the road and stole it. Would you sneak into the Crimson Skull's camp and retrieve the ornate box for me? I would be most grateful. I only hope Mei Ling appreciates all my trouble. I'll get the box for you. So it looks like the camp is not far away. I was thinking they're going to be far away from it. I was like, oh no. Ooh, energy tap is nice to shatter enchantments for that beautiful energy. Honestly, if I go mesmer as my offguards, it's because they have such beautiful energy regaining skills. I gained some energy back, please. Thank you. Summon my own Kane to battle his pain. Show him who's boss. Actually, at this level, there's not too many enchantments ongoing, so there's not really anything for me to shatter right now. As things stand, they're just kind of face. I think there's a chest right there. I assume it's one where I can get the item for it. Yep, the ornate box has been acquired. So this is their widow camp. Looks like my pain is actually fighting a group of Crimson Skulls. 1v4, it looks like. Unless you count the pain, in which case it's 1v5. So you thought you could kill my guy and get away with it. It'd be a shame if I happen to murderize your face off. There you go. And you're dead. Yes, and I don't think I mentioned this episode, but I've gotten for those of you who are interested in the Total War campaigns, I've actually I've been able to find and move over my Napoleon save to this computer. So hopefully it works properly. I haven't tested it out yet. I just moved it over to where it's supposed to be, and I'm like, work. So hopefully there should be another Napoleon episode next week. And I want you guys who are in the comments down below to tell me if you guys want me to, what you guys might want me to do for the Prophecies character. Do you want me to actually go explore the whole map? Or is that not too interesting? If you want me to explore the whole map, I'll be more than happy to do so. But if it's not too interesting for folks, then I won't bother doing that. And I'm not going to start Vanquishing because I do not have any henchmen. I don't have heroes on that character. Henchmen aren't reliable. So if I do Vanquishing on that character, it's going to be a long time from now. Anyways, Lo Sha says, I must take this gift on to Mei Ling, so I will send you back to the monastery now. Meet with Master Togo in Linok Courtyard. It is a long way back to the monastery, but you can travel there easily enough using your map. I'm on my way eventually. Now, Panaku looks like he's the closest one, though kind of tied with Brother Peiwan. Let's see, the cape I can salvage. Let's see. Little Chaka Bunny looks like Easter is in full effect right now. Highly salvageable. Perfect. I like that. Panaku, where are you? Over there. I think he gives Shadow Refuge and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. Panaku, Panaku, I got you. So Jinzu has taught you the basics, has he? Well, if you're ready to get serious, you have come to the right place. Now the real fun begins. I imagine Jinzo spoke to you of duty and of balance. That is all well and good for him. But as for me, I do this for the thrill, the pleasure, and the gold. Look into your victim's eyes as your blades steal away his life. You could take his power, his essence, into your own. I remember everyone I've ever killed. They have become part of me. They are my power. I will teach you to be a hunter. You, the spider, the mark, your prey. Now listen carefully. I have a paying job from some associates of mine. If you make the kill, I will split the profits with you. Headmaster Lee would not approve, but never mind that. Speak with me when you are ready to accept the task and learn new skills. We will head to the village to finish this job afterward. I'm ready to test my skills. Assassins are the great hunters of the world. It is our duty to kill those caught in the web of evil, just as the spider kills the fly. You will learn to revel in the kill, as I do, to watch carefully as the soul flees the body, and the animal fear in your victim's eyes turns to blank emptiness. I remember the eyes of every person I have killed. What shall I teach you first? So, are you finally ready? We will be lucky if our target has not died of old age by now. Come then, we need to get moving. If I remember this correctly, I think we're going to go, yeah, Swift Claw, Honor Claw. Yeah, we're going to go kill Tengu. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we're going in the direction of a Tengu village. I have been here before. It's just been a while. Looks like some more Naga. This way, your target is just ahead. Well, first we have to kill these enemies in our path. Then I'll do so. See, I might as well pop my egg for fun of it. Especially if we're going to be murdering some Tengu in his own village. I can't imagine people would be too happy about that. I don't know about you guys, but we'll see. Stretching. Headmaster Lee would forbid you from performing any real work while still a student at the monastery. Well, this is a part of what it means to be an assassin. This is our little secret. Oh my. This is the Airy. I've been expecting you, assassin. What I did for my family. I have no regrets. That was easy. My employer in this matter assures me that the target has committed a crime, though I do not ask excessive questions. There he is! Quickly! Is what we missed. You did it. Do you feel his life running through your veins? Here's your share of the gold. As I said before, I would appreciate your not mentioning the specifics of our lesson to Headmaster Lee. We do not want to be on the sharp side of our steel. There were no witnesses to our actions, so if word gets back to either Headmaster Lee or the Tengu, I'll know how it happened. I hope we have an understanding. Usual promise for my old games. Unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to at the moment. You should return to the monastery and meet with Master Togo in Linnock Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. Use your map to travel there quickly. I'm almost on my way. Now we have to track down Brother Zhou or Brother P1. Looks like they're both in the same area, so we'll just go back to the village we came from, where we've already killed all the enemies, and then make our way over to Zhou. Whatever his name may be. One thing I do appreciate about is the details that get added in here. Little boats out there doing. So that one looks like it's sinking more than anything else. It's like this is how low it rides in the water. I guess those are skiffs with sails then. Let's see. Making our way down through all the way. About the whole Savage World thing, I know I've been talking about for months, but that's mostly because I've been finding time whenever I have to work on it, and so it does take a little bit of work to make each class acceptable. The one thing I have decided to do is after talking over with another guild wars from a friend of mine, I'm like in playing through some missions, I'm like, you know what, it's ridiculous how some of these enemies have two-handed weapons and we don't. So I decided to add in like great sword, for example, in basically making a slightly weaker version, probably like making it so it's like same hammer damage, but no armor piercing, probably. Brother Pay 1. You are quite fortunate that Headmaster Mara has agreed to train you. She is quite the most accomplished of our headmasters, and really should have been promoted by now. Are you getting ready for your next lesson? Good, let's get started. Headmaster Mara has foreseen that a sickness will come to Kantha soon. A plague that will turn even the meek into raging monsters that kill anything they see. Headmaster Mara is never wrong. We must gather 2 ingredients. Nong berries and Thai ling buds, so she can attempt to create an antidote. You know, what's funny about that is that she's very right. Spoilers, but hey, they're the ones who decided to do foreshadowing. What does this random guard say? I'm curious. If you're thinking about making the trek to Port Kaimu, think again. The Crimson Skull run things up there these days. I wonder if it's like over here. Or if it's talking about this part here where we saw docks. Oh, look, a collector. What do you have, and what will you give it for? Something I don't want. I think we might have better stuff already, don't we? No, we have the same quality, but better, much, much better looking. Nongberry bush. I assume something's gonna pop up to attack us. I'm assuming? We're wrong, though. It looks like we got Resurrect and Retribution. Resurrect, ability you guys should all be very familiar with from my Prophecies playthrough, because it was almost a constant on my Mesmer's bar to try and make sure that when things go wrong, I might be able to resurrect the party. And I definitely got a lot of use out of it. Alright, let's see, what's this one? Another tiling vine. So now that was easy. I guess we just walk right back to where we came from then. Simple as that. See me moving around because my legs are starting to bother me after standing up for so long. I'm using a standing desk as a way to try and get some exercise in, and my legs are like, why do you do this to us day after day? What have we ever done to you? And I'm like, I don't know. I just figured you did the work for me. You know what? We're already up here. Might as well. Oh, Zal was right here. We must have passed him, and I didn't even notice. Yeah, he's right there. We passed right by him. Oh, her. Actually, we'll come back. Might as well get this quest out of the way. Just in case this other quest takes us somewhere else. You know, we're like, well, now we have to walk all the way back when it was a shorter walk before. And, you know, and all that jazz. Tomot Pass. I guess that's where we are right now. I assume that, I think the eggs, there's like a gate here right between Sunqua Vale and Kenya Province right there. That we could travel through if we wanted to. Yeah, looks like there's another collector there that we missed. What do you have, good sir? Anything useful? You know, now I'm starting to check every collector after finding a nice useful one in the Prophecies playthrough. Nope, still useless stuff. Stuff I don't want. I know I did not make it easy for you, but you did well nonetheless. I am impressed. Master Togo requests that you meet him in Linnock Courtyard, which is located just off the main monastery proper. Despite the fact that he is a ritualist, he's in charge here, and you would do well to heed him, I suppose. It is a long way back to the monastery, but you should be able to travel there easily enough using your map. I'm on my way soon enough. We just have one more... We just have one more guy to talk to. One more... Well, actually... One more woman to talk to. She is, the ranger. Oh, so... Oh. The big debate with myself is, do I want necromancer? Or do I want ranger to start with? I don't really plan on getting monk until more close to level 20. That way, if I ever end up playing with some of my friends, I can go to reasonably well at healing. You are late. We will begin your training promptly. Except, for months, I have been trying to trap a particularly elusive Yeti. I've set rabbit traps to lure him, but I find the traps broken and the rabbits gone. Perhaps together we can do what I have been unable to do alone. I suggest you take some time to review the skills I'm about to give you. When you are ready to go, speak with me again. I am ready. This one's not really going to be any use at all useful for us right now. Call me Zoe. I'll be your trainer. I would much rather train than talk. Let us get to work. I hope the Yeti has not escaped while you were busy daydreaming. Come, let us go find the beast. Wow. You really only told me I should take a moment to review my skills, and I took literally a moment to review those skills. Let's see. I assume there's the Yeti. It's supposed to be right here. Notice some tracks nearby. I think it is close now. Does that mean, I think we have to go this way? I'm guessing. Oh, there's the Yeti right there. There it is. Attack! He fell right into my flame trap car. There you are. Easy Yeti hunt. Wow, Ja, that was so easy. How could you not have done that by yourself? Scrub. You might just make a good ranger someday. You did well back there. It is time that you return to the monastery to meet with Master Togo. He is waiting in Linnock Courtyard. I'm on my way. Well, that's all of them. All of them are telling me now to go have an audience with Master Togo, so I guess we might as well indulge them. See, we have a lot of monastery credits. Is there anything we can buy that I might want? An expert salvage kit would be quite nice, but I also really like the idea of having 2 runes of holding. Have I already bought one? No, I have not. Perfect. We now have a bag, multiple bags of holding. We're fine on ID kits and everything else, so we just need 1 more monastery credit, and we can start getting an expert salvage kit. I like it. Let's see. There's also a skill vendor right here. What do you have to offer me, madame? Well, a nice amount of skills, actually. We'll have to come back here because there's definitely some skills that I want that she has access to. You know, I'm going to go something... I was thinking Necromancer originally. I think I'm actually going to go Ranger. Why? Because last time I went Caster. I went Monk Mesmer. This time we're going to go Caster Marshall. That's why I'm thinking I'm going Ranger. So that's what it's going to be. Master Togo, I have lots of audiences to have with you. He says, welcome, young one. I understand from your headmaster that your studies are progressing well. I am pleased. Headmaster Lee has told me great things about you for your old games. You have begun to learn the way of the assassin, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. Speak with the other headmasters and learn what they have to teach you. When you are ready to make the final choice, come and speak to me again. Audience with Master Togo. Headmaster Kuju has told me great things about you for my old games. You have begun to learn the way of the Necromancer, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. And basically telling me that, you know, I learned the way to teach you, basically the same thing as said before. And it looks like everything is just saying that the headmaster in particular told me great things. You know, the only thing that changes is the headmaster's name and the class name. Everything else is the same so far, so I'm not going to read it over and over again for you guys. So, now that you've completed training in some of the other professions and learned more about them, it is time to make a choice. Think carefully now. Once you decide, you will not be able to change your mind, at least for a while. I honestly would love Mesmer, because Mesmer gives so many energy skills back. It's not even funny. But I'm going to go Ranger. Master Togo now tells me, a fitting choice, young one. Congratulations. You now have the choice of returning to your headmaster to earn your insignia for your primary profession. Or you could take a further request from me, although it is your choice. I recommend that you speak with your headmaster first and return to me once you have earned your insignia. And now that you have chosen a secondary profession, I have a rare... Well, actually, he says to wait, so I'm going to go back to Shinji Monastery. I'm going to listen to the advice of my elders and wait. Just a moment. So first, I'm also going to pick up this. Because I'm like, what if that quest is, you know, something I'm not able to get? That would be unfortunate. If I cut myself off from it from being too hasty. Master Quinn, you are ready to earn your Ritualist Insignia? Alright then. It is advanced training and is designed to teach you the nuances of the Ritualist arts. Ritualists summon spirits and objects to aid their allies. They can create powerful weapons and can manipulate the spirit realm to heal allies or harm foes. Speak with the instructor to help to begin your training. I'm ready to earn my Ritualist Insignia. So what is this going to be? So I must talk to him. Complete the conditional removal course, the disruption course, the course in advanced defense techniques, and the Shinjei courses. Well, let's see. Is there anything useful to me right now? Nothing useful right now to me from Ranger. So I'm not going to bother with any of my Ranger skills for now. Whirling defense isn't too bad, but I don't really think I need it. Though I don't think I have anything really to fill spot for now, so I'm just going to plop that there. You know what? I'm going to be right back, sir. So, let's see if there's any skills that I might want from Zaudi real fast. There's some very nice skills that I might pick up, but I'm not certain. I'm thinking I'm probably let's see, what is this? For non-spirit creatures within range, all skills recharge twice as fast, cost 30% more than base energy cast. I mean, I don't really think that's all that useful to me. What creatures? That's not really useful to me either. Brambles. Knock down when they take 5 damage. Oh, not creatures that are knocked down. So I'm not really doing a knockdown build, so that won't really work out too well. So, Sign of Creation. You gain 4 energy for every summoned creature you control within earshot. I like that. Easy way to regain energy. Boon of Creation. Whenever you create a creature, you gain 23 health and 3 energy. That's also probably pretty useful for energy management. And look, Flesh of my Flesh. I now have a resurrection skill. That's perfect. The spirit nearest to you. Okay. Natural winds. I don't need that. Part of me is a little bit worried that I might get quests to get more skills, and I'm like, what if happens if it happens? Spirit Scythe. That looks pretty nice. I also like Channeled Strike for some good DPS. Target's foe strike 35 lightning. All spirits you control within earshot get 35. Armor of Unfeeling might be useful, but I don't think I need it. However, Shadow Song is a pretty good one. What's the difference between that and Blood Song? Blood Song also looks pretty powerful. So does Shadow Song. Also, I like all of these skills. And wow. I want some easy to... I have to be careful about using too much energy when I cast these guys. Well, I got some nice skills to add in. So far, no useful range abilities. I'm going to take Flesh of my Flesh instead of Resurrection Signet. Signet of Creation and Boon of Creation will probably be very nice to have. Venge Weapon I'm going to drop for now, and I'm going to put Union here. And I want... Shadow Song's pretty good, but Blood Song is cheaper. So, and I want to make sure I don't have too much energy. I mean, I don't have too much energy. I mean to say is make sure that I do not have too much high energy skills to drain my energy. We'll see how well I can go with these current ones. I'm gonna not keep. I don't think I'm gonna. Not sure if I'm gonna keep Union long term, but it is very nice to have that damage reduction on us, anyways. So I think I'm actually going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We officially have our minor. It is Ranger. We'll see if I stick with it after when I get the opportunity to start changing up, or maybe we'll see if I even regret my choice of going Ranger. I think it might be interesting at least. We'll see. I might just be Ritualist the whole way through, because the only reason why I was a Mesmer Monk is because I want a res skill, and I have a res skill, so I might not even make use of my Ranger at all. Just like I might not have made use of any of the other classes at all. So we'll see, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. So a little technical difficulty right at the very end, of course, just had to happen, despite the fact. There we go. I must have clicked a button.